So let's go racing. It'll be American Magic coming in off port at 2 minutes and 10. And on starboard, it will be Rossa Prada Pirelli. How big a day is this for the storied New York Yacht Club? One win, and they can stay alive in the 37th America's Cup Regatta.
Coming down another 5, and that's good course. I'm down 1 or 2 more. Nice, good course.
Green light for American Magic. Now we wait for Rossa.
Down. Not outside of easier for cross. Staying deep.
Little build.
They get the green light as well, coming a little bit late, and now the dance begins.
Downwind mode here.
Okay, they're going behind here.
Stay down.
Copy. We'll just open the sling.
By jive.
Less to go. 85.
Turning, board's gone.
Still pretty light in the start box, between 7 and 9 knots. Really just keep the boat fast. Speed is their friend.
Just so you know.
I'm thinking to go there with the tack.
I'll be there. So, 15 till the Pirelli just flying pin.
Yeah, I think it's super early. We could think about going in
Separate up. Yeah. Let's drag him off the wall first.
And turning.
A 35 to kill with the pin.
American Magic heading back.
Okay, it looks like he's continuing. Yeah. I got a piece
the wind.
Yeah.
Good course.
Aggressive move by Tom
Keep
Slingsby.
going straight on it. And speeding up to the tack.
Holding 2 boards down there.
Stand by, guys.
Slight boat favorite. Keeps in pin.
Very early. Stand by 2, 1.
American Magic here, a huge amount of time to kill.
30 boat.
Didn't get a piece of the Italians, so they will be killing a lot of time in light breeze here. They'll have to keep the boat on the foils.
His jib.
Okay.
His jib.
Yeah, he's going. He's coming down with 2 boards. Okay, good. Yeah, happy here. Happy to stay.
Far off going
Coming to
here.
kill and yeah.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Slowly coming down, guys.
Yeah, I think we're good for a deeper. Go deep from here, I think.
USA really slow.
Huge speed differential here, so to recharge the speed batteries here, American Magic.
3 to kill.
Both boats in a good position here for a clean start.
And racing.
We've got to start, we've got to race. The 5th time these two teams meet Rossa Prada Pirelli and the New York Yacht Club's American Magic.
Okay, that's the angle, good speed, good mode.
Good mode with him. We are faster and higher.
Both boats were 5 meters back from the line and actually still reaching, still accelerating at start time.
I think the Italians just a little more in the bank, a little more speed to convert into height, and they do take a big advantage here.
30 seconds to boundary, 25. Holding well here.
We've seen this story before, how big a deal it is to be able to control on the exit from this boundary. Rossa well placed.
Going in 3, 2, 1, more down.
He goes as well, he can have the bell blow, Lucas. Bit pressing.
Punching through.
That's the angle there, right?
Down more if you can. That's the speed.
-3.
No higher than this. That's a 0 angle.
It's gone board chase 0. They're keeping it slim at the start, aren't they, Pete?
Lovely start by Rossa. They forced American Magic to go back probably a little early, and American Magic were always a little early time on distance. For Rossa, when the gun went, they were 3 knots quicker than American Magic off the line, and they capitalised on that by the time they got out to that boundary, and now they're out to 75-metre advantage.
Slow lead here for American Magic. Such a tough spot to stay in.
I think we match because we can still hurt him here.
Yeah, copy that. Yeah.
Stand by. 2, 1, and into your transition tack.
The goal is to aim in on the next one.
Got 45 seconds on starboard.
Rossa matching.
Okay,
Phasing a bit for the tunnel on the exit.
my job. Guys.
Okay, we're going to go back at him here. Okay, stand by.
Good job.
3, 2, 1.
The aim is, he's stacking here.
Really nicely timed tack there from American Magic. They caught the Italians a little bit off guard there. You just heard on the comms, a little bit unexpected, and that's a great move by the Americans to break the shackles and actually get clear. They needed to do that early on in this race to keep it tight.
Hey, 5 seconds.
Jimmy Spittle steering.
3, 2, 1.
It's a little lighter at the top end of the course here, so the manoeuvres getting more and more critical each time here. Italians not
A little
far
light
off.
spot here.
Touching down there, but just keeping the boat on the foil, so big pressure move here for American Magic to stay on the foils as well. They can be right on the edge.
This is the race committee. We are moving the leeward gate, lengthening the course to 1.3 nautical miles.
You have a bit more pressure than him.
Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli approaching the top gate for the first time in this must-win match for American Magic. They'll hit that top gate first and hit on the first downwind leg. The Italians in the box seat at the moment.
6 seconds.
There goes American Magic taking the right-hand markers. You see
30
it.
seconds this way.
Both teams pumping the foils a lot further under the boat in these light air conditions, and really critical these next jibes from both teams.
Is right on the edge. We're seeing 6 or 7 knots at the top end of this course. Big manoeuvres these.
They certainly are. Surely Luna Rossa will jibe first, followed by the Americans.
So, how about that? The Ghost Boat suggesting we might just see a lead change.
The speed is building
Let's
quickly
see
here.
actually how this one unfolds.
Take it slowly down. I think we have to, guys, we have to disregard a little bit the high and slow build, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Was a little bit of a painful question.
Yeah, focus on the transitions. That tech was a bit of a cheat.
Can't copy that.
I still stay -2 here.
You see breeze-wise here, guys.
I think along the shore, on average, is a little better, but...
Hey, he's just crossing behind us to see what this pressure does. I'm getting a good puff here, actually. I don't think...
Yeah, no rush, no rush.
Yeah.
No.
Francesco Bruni so
small
good
boys.
at just keeping the tempo down.
Boat feels good.
Potentially sailing into slightly more pressure down the bottom end of this course here, so they're out of the danger zone a little bit as they get further down, but they have to round the bottom and then go back into that wide air that's
too
actually
far
drifting
this
down
way.
the
A little
course.
softer now.
No sinking weak.
So hard
A
to
little
predict.
lift, it feels like.
This thermal breeze.
Pretty soon, guys. I don't think
Middle
we'll
of
be able to
September,
late.
the water is warm.
Hey, stand by.
Land is not that hot. So
Maybe try to go a little longer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, slightly coming down. Nice little puff for this jibe. 2, 1.
Nice, good grip.
I'm fully powered up here.
Yeah, nice job, guys.
That's a good angle for the build.
Yeah, just looking at the wind field
Hey,
here.
got the gate pretty square.
Surely that's
more
as we
wind,
sort
yeah.
of thought, potentially more breeze down the bottom end of the course, so that will advantage Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli.
Probably not going to get there.
Ready,
probably
just
not.
in cruise mode at the
Just
moment,
good
straight
speed
lining.
here.
I will do my VMG and we decide late.
Yeah.
He's not delaying.
Another manoeuvre coming up for the Americans before they get to the bottom.
Hey, boys. Showing about 10 to the jibe. We just got a little pass out, okay?
still tight, this game.
Hey, stand by.
Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli coming into the bottom gate to complete leg number 2 of 6 of this Louis Vuitton Cup semi-final. Win here for the Italians, and they are in to the Louis Vuitton Cup final, the entree before the big one. And that's the match.
Very nice rounding.
Following through, all comms pretty calm on both boats. Pivotal day for American Magic.
Turning up.
Yesterday they just got beaten by 2 seconds. Can they flip that result today? They have to.
These next 2 or 3 tacks, probably the most critical of the race for both teams.
Just having a look at the wind field here, it looks lighter as they're going to progress up this racetrack. Lots of snakes and ladders left in this.
No more. For the time, okay guys? Yeah, 15 seconds. Happy to go whenever you're ready here. Stand by. 3, 2, 1. More. Nice pressure out of this. And turning.
Nice job on board American Magic there.
200 meters back, boys. Here we go. Hi, Chad.
Little gain back to the Americans. Surely.
I think you have just more pressure on your head.
It's got a little more pressure potentially on the right-hand side.
That's righty, okay.
He's not an easy moment here.
Green,
Let's check
the right way, give way boat.
I have a
Rossa Prada Pirelli.
Your call.
Come down.
He's dipping now.
And a lead change.
You on the hip.
Big moment of the race here.
Wow, a massive last-minute dip for Luna Rossa.
Pressure here, nice and smooth.
All good.
And we have a lead change.
Diamond touch for this.
Key moment in this race. Can American Magic hold on?
This is the umpire's penalty Italy, penalty Italy.
Oh, and a huge moment.
Come down.
The Italians there not staying clear enough.
Penalty complete.
Cleared, normal. It's just smooth here because
Stand by, guys. Good pressure.
transition.
Ghost boat predicting a close cross down at the bottom and absolutely spot on.
Nice speed here. We definitely have a piece, so keep it fast.
Right of way, Yacht, Luna Rossa.
He's coming behind us.
Didn't seem like much of a penalty there for Luna Rossa to rub off,
Cannot
but
protect, so keep the speed here. Nice.
well, it is what it is. Americans now having to keep to the right, possibly more pressure out that right side.
We are faster than target, so...
All the way to boundary for us.
Nice pump here.
Slower, please.
Good mode.
Maybe we go past the G
Having a look at the replay here, so the Italians having to avoid American Magic. You see the electronic boundaries just clipping there by only a couple of 100 millimetres, so the Italians there pushing it too close and copping a penalty for their troubles.
Don't blink or you'll miss it, but they've got themselves out of trouble on that one. That was very quickly erased. Don't blink, otherwise you'll miss another lead change in this tight little tussle. Let's go on board Chase Zero, Pete. What do you make of it?
A bit more pressure on the right. We're on the right of the 2 boats, and I think we've got this effect that we've seen before of the wind bending round off the shore and creating a bit of a lift as they go out on starboard. Top end of the course, it looks pretty solid breeze from where we are, with about a third of the way to go up to that top gate. But yeah, 2 dips, 2 lead changes. This is pretty close. Next cross coming up.
Seems to be on a right shift, okay? Yeah, copy. He's charged.
Similar again, nice bow on at the moment.
So again, another close cross.
Barely crossing there. Yeah, coming up.
Decision time for the Italians.
By 1 now.
He's in a big high mode too.
No problem. I have us crossing on the...
Got us keys 16 here. 16 here.
Potential.
Okay, down, bow down. Press.
Okay.
Protest.
Definite penalty there in my mind on the Italians. Big caught across there.
Penalty Italy, penalty Italy.
And there we see it. Penalty again to the Italians. They do have to lose 75 metres.
Holding straight. Let's get going here.
He will go with the tag. He will give us with the tag.
Slightly up now. Up.
We're down here.
It's clear.
It's not a massive penalty, is it, when they're up and foiling?
Almost late on here.
Just get the speed back if you can.
Yeah, I have it. Stand by. 3, 2,
Down, bow down, press.
Keep the windward heel, max flap.
A really close cross there.
16 here.
Italian just
Okay,
pushing
down,
it
bow
too
down,
hard.
Press.
Keep the windward heel, max flap.
Trying to get the crossing cleanly, but American's doing a brilliant job there.
There is also an electronic diamond around the boat, so it's bigger than the physical
Potential
boat.
for...
So that's
big moment here.
That's 3 lead changes on the upward leg. Which
He's coming out.
mark do they take?
Coming out.
Okay, we flag this.
Yep, flag.
Hey, bearing away.
American Magic still holding the lead. They take the right-hand mark and the opposite mark for Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli.
Full power of 9.
Pretty much neck and neck on that downward leg. It'll be leg number 4. We're halfway done.
The Italians protesting there at the top, saying that the Americans did not keep clear, but I think they were just far enough ahead.
Guys, still pretty underworked here.
And we have a real race on our hands.
Trying to go
A little
speed.
bit here, boys.
Jimmy Spidell and Luna Rossa struggling to build pace on the right-hand side of the screen.
And by. Okay, here we go, coming down, good speed.
No problem.
Careful not too low.
That's good.
This
Aye,
is
nice.
the race committee. We are moving the windward gate, shortening the course to 1.1 nautical miles.
Okay, flattening, boys.
Using the best pressure. It's feeling lifted here.
Nice and down.
The Americans just about to sail through a slight light patch of breeze.
Best pressure looks pretty good down the middle here, if I'm honest. He's just come back at us a lot.
Nice little build there.
Yeah, I'm trying to build here all the time.
We're
The
just sitting
Italians
behind,
give
so
way
it's
boat.
still open.
Americans right of way. Decision on Italy.
A little bit.
Watch the boundaries.
He goes behind. Yeah. Let's build some. Yeah, trying.
Oh, no, lower.
In inside the whole.
Hey, you're all clear, normal.
Let's go jib on a little bit more. Okay, Pete.
Boat's too close to defend, so
Breathe it, fellas, push. Nice pressure there.
Locker in there, boys.
It's coming.
very even speeds.
Have you down? Nice puff here.
Yeah, take it down a little
Pretty
bit.
much what we got
Got a little
yesterday.
trap up if you want it.
Yep.
Toe to toe, bow to bow, for want of a better phrase, and they are having a good go. This is a stoush.
Massive left here.
Hey, 25.
It's a must-win race for the American team to stay alive in this.
Another lead change. Another lead change.
Okay, 15.
event, so
Okay, guys.
I think any time.
nice clean manoeuvres needed from both teams.
2, 1.
And turn.
Really nice ride height control there from the Italian team. Nice shive by the Americans as well, so there'll be another bow and bow intersection shortly. Right away boat this time, the Italians, so decision on the Americans now.
I mean, we look very close. I think we should be building speed. I think you're across, but got one down if you want.
The moment he is across.
Yeah, I think
It
you're
is so
across.
tight.
Just a bit faster now. Yeah, but
One in
lead in, please.
Down one,
little. All clear.
That's a good angle there.
Down one. What are we thinking at the bottom? One and in right, I think, and then we look for no lower opportunity. But risky. Yeah, copy. You're two over.
We've got a nice lay line.
Nice line for the pin.
Nicely done, Luca Cabrese.
So they keep sailing the boat clean, avoid those touchdowns.
Not yet. Not yet.
Every metre a keeper at the moment.
Okay. Stand by.
Because Calabrese doing a really nice job with Tommy Slingsby to thread the eye of the needle with Patriot. Tricky conditions to sail in.
Crucial to pick the right ley line.
It is the Americans now have to get around this right turn in front of the Italians.
It is going to be tight coming in to finish leg number 4.
The Italians will go for a penalty.
In 2, 1, rolling up.
Magic
Got
has
the boundaries there,
yeah.
very, very close. Italians going for the protest. They will fall off the foils here, the Italians. Up to Richard Slater and his team to make a call on that. This will be a huge lead by the Americans here.
Okay, 25 knots.
Trying to boat going.
He's off. They're building here. Yes. Keep your head, guys.
No penalty, so the Italians going for broke, going for the kill. They haven't got it, so the American team will stretch away to a huge lead here. Still need to keep the boat on the foils. The race is not over yet.
Why wouldn't you go for the kill? Hey?
Well, they made the call to go for the kill and get the penalty, which would have been a huge loss, and that's a big call at this point of the race to go for broke and do that. So I'm sure there'll be lots of talk about that.
Protest, bud.
Yeah, we're going to see this
Both
again.
protests received, both greened.
American Magic had to give them room.
So umpire Richard Slater and his team that have all the electronic boundary simulation available there, saying that it was all clear and the Americans gave enough room to the Italians to round. So just seeing it here, Shirley, the Americans there dipping down.
Giving room.
Giving room, giving room, giving room, giving room. And the umpires there saying all clear. And that the Americans gave enough room there to the Italians. So big call there to take that on. And the Italians now struggling to tack the boat and actually get re-accelerated. So they are in big trouble.
How good to have that technology to make quite clear that American Magic are now in the advantage while they're off the foils. Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli. Coach Tom Burnham joins us right now on the American Magic chase boat. I know the fingers might be crossed a little bit, but big advantage to stay alive, Tom.
Yeah, it's looking good at the moment, but we'll see. It's still pretty light out here, so a bit scary, but yeah, right now it looks pretty good. The guys executed that leeward mark round really well. I mean, holy cow, what an action-packed last leg we've just had with the upwind and the downwind and the leeward mark, so pretty exciting.
Oh, Tom, Glenn, you're really nice, cool, calm heads on board Patriot at that bottom mark rounding. You must be really proud of the guys to keep cool heads in that situation.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, with a lot going on in everybody's heads around here, they're just keeping it calm and going one race at a time, as we talked about before the race. And yeah, they've executed that leeward mark really well. So that's a tough situation, and really proud of them. That was great.
Hey, Coach, how's the boss coping next door to you? What's his fingernail quotient like at the moment?
Nah, boss is doing great. We're all having fun over here in the chase boat, running around, giving each other a hard time. But yeah, all good.
We'll take the thumbs up. Thanks for your time.
No worries. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later.
20 seconds.
This is the race committee. We are moving the finish line, shortening the leg to 0.9 nautical miles.
2, 1.
Well, good news if you're American Magic. You want it to be over with.
They'll be hoping for the breeze to stay in and the finish line to be motoring towards them if they can, and just got to keep sailing the boat well here. As we know, no lead can be big enough and you have to keep sailing the boat well. The Italian team well and truly off the foils and going for the kill at that bottom mark. It was really do or die for them, and they took it on. It was a risky manoeuvre to get the penalty on the Americans, and it hasn't paid off for them, so they will be disappointed with that.
Get a sense of deja vu, don't you, from our first race? But this time one boat's up and falling, one isn't. Let's go to chase zero. Pete, this is crazy.
This is the best attack for the waves. So.
Yeah, I thought Luna Rossa played the risk reward, and the risk was really high. They had a lot of manoeuvring to do, that late jibe. The other thing that I think American Magic have done really well is kept out of phase, and we saw that when they were behind, and even on that downwind when they were in the lead, they just kept out of phase, so it meant they were always in clean air. And when they set up for that bottom mark lay line, it was a perfect lay line. They came into that, you know, the bottom mark with a speed differential that was, what, 4 knots in favour of American Magic. All they had to do was keep clear, and that put Luna Rossa under a hell of a lot of pressure. Top mark at the moment, it's good breeze up here. They're not going to have touchdown issues getting around the top mark for, you know, before heading downwind again.
Oh, as Pete says that, just digging themselves out around that danger zone around 20 knots. So I hope you're right for the Americans' sake, Pete, that the breeze stays in, and just got to get around this top mark and sail the boat cleanly.
Starting to roll up now.
Still some big holes in it, but like they're in good shape at the moment. 27 knots of boat speed, so well and truly back up and rumbling, but only just.
American Magic with a monster lead on Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli. They are fighting for their America's Cup survival. One win and they're staying in the game. That's all they need to keep alive and dream about what could be. On their homeward leg now, American Magic.
Taking jib. Yeah, no more than that in general. You got 30 this way. I'm not sure about the pressure.
Cyclone's still having to push extremely hard, even though they have a huge lead. You have to race your own boat.
Save us a job.
Every manoeuvre as hard as the one previously.
I'll set one under as well. Seconds, okay? Copy. 2,
High. Pressure on about 10, 15.
We're down here in 3, 2, 1. Turning. Speed's going to be a bit low out of this, so full power.
Right on the edge still. The Americans, big push. Addison Molitor there, giving it everything.
Maybe through here. Yep. You got it here. Coming.
Just remaining on the foils, but only just the Americans. So Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli looking like they're sailing into some pressure down the bottom of the course. So Americans need to really keep sailing the boat well here, Shirley.
Americans sailing high, really searching for power. It is right on the edge.
Bit more breeze coming. We've got a minute this way, so VMG is good, and then we last 20 we look at speeding up. Yeah, could be. Holding like this. That's probably the bottom, right, Rick?
Yeah, race committee marks are moving in front.
Slowly rolling down a touch.
Luna Rossa really struggling to
Okay,
get going.
Okay.
7 knots of wind at the bottom of the track, just not enough.
We're pretty soft here.
So this is
That's not looking great for a takeoff.
a must
You see, Andre, I think we go all the way to the
manoeuvre
boundary that
for
way.
the Americans. Even though they've got a big lead, they can probably still go in displacement mode, but they need to pull this off if they can.
Hey, Pete, American Magic doing a pretty fine job, aren't they?
Careful, not too much, please. I got tails on flow still.
Okay, there you go. Just a few technicals out on chase 0, but who'd be a cyclone? Hey, they say they love it, masochists. Simple as that.
Huge improvement on American Magic today. It's been clean and faultless.
That's
What a change.
Absolutely put their A game together, and they have, the Americans. So one more manoeuvre, potentially into the bottom of the final leg to the finish here. So they will stay alive in this Vuitton semi-final series. One more manoeuvre to go.
American Magic have been promising us something special. They lost a race yesterday by just 2 seconds, and they were chasing Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli down. Today, they, like Elingi Red Bull Racing, have handled the light here beautifully, and they will keep their America's Cup dream alive for the moment. No longer are they 0-4 when they cross the line. They will be 1-4, and another little shot of adrenaline to their campaign. American Magic sailing Patrick, get the win. How important is that win going to be?
Nice work, fellas. Great race. What do you want, Tom? Probably want to jibe over and go the other side. So see if we can build speed. Yeah, we should be able to.
Really great job there for the whole American team, and some people reasonably happy there with the result. Just saying.
That's what it means.
Absolutely, that was the race they needed to stay alive, and it has been so close, the racing here. American Magic versus Rossa Prada Pirelli, and the American team just on the back foot every single time in the results. But to get a race win there will mean a lot for the team. They've worked hard and deserve that race win.
A lot of relief. I just heard on the comms, we're not leaving.
Oh man, of all the teams, along with the Lingy Red Bull Race, they've all been fighting hard to try and find that sweet spot. Today, both the Lingy Red Bull Racing and American Magic have found the sweet spot for the moment. But let us remind you, they still have another race today on day 3 of the Louis Vuitton Cup final. So they're not out of it yet, but surely they've got to celebrate that win. Big boost for the Americans. So finally Luna Rossa up and going, but it's all too late. Let's go on board Patriot, have a chat to Tom Slingsby. Congratulations, Tom. Everybody's been waiting for that. How good does that one feel?
It feels really good. Yeah, no, it's been tough. They've been just knocking us off for 4 races straight, and we know we can do it, and it's good to prove it. And yeah, we want another one in these conditions with boats feeling good.
Tom, it looks like a different boat today. Every maneuver is so clean and so smooth. How did you achieve that? What's changed?
Honestly, as I said in the interviews, we're not changing anything big. We're just trying to tidy up a few little things, because we do believe those little things are gonna make the difference. And yeah, that was a great race, those first 2 laps, and yeah, huge credit to the guys and Lucas for some really good calls out there.
Well done, mate, but you're still 1 to go today, so stay alive.
Yeah, no, we're trying to stay alive.
Okay, let's go across to Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli and have a chat to Francesco. Well, Francesco, still some work to do.
Yeah, not our best race, obviously. We made a few mistakes, but yeah, we are ready to fight for the next one. There's not...
Francesco, Glennie here.
Yeah, sorry, I had somebody on the mics, yeah.
Oh, good, mate. Yeah, big call to sort of go for the kill and the penalty there at the bottom. That was sort of do or die for you guys. Can you run us through that, mate?
Yeah, it was clearly the wrong call. I didn't look well on the software. I had just a glimpse, and I thought that we were entering the zone overlapped, but yeah, definitely the wrong call. Very sorry, but yeah, you do mistakes. It's not the end of the world. It's important to look forward. Yeah, it's a little bit of pity, obviously, but yeah, you have to look forward and think about the future.
No, thanks, mate. Thanks for the explanation. Good luck for the next one.
Thank you.
So let's confirm this race, the 5th race between these two, and doesn't that make fans of American Magic feel good? They get the win, and they're still on board in the Louis Vuitton Cup semi-finals. So, just like the race before them, there's a green dot, which means a win, and you're not going home, American Magic, at this particular point in time, but there is still 1 race to come today for both them and Lingy Red Bull Racing to remain alive in the regatta.